Hey everybody, it's Zach here, and today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about my setup. I've been out today for maybe 2 hours and haven't had any luck. The water is really gross, tons of weeds. It's just having a hard time finding any clear water to really go fishing on. But so, what's my setup here? First of all, this is a 17-foot canoe. And the reason I want to make this video is there really isn't a lot of information on doing a setup like this, and it's so simple and so useful. So I'll just go over what I have. This here is a Minn Kota 30-pound thrust, has 5 speeds. This also telescopes out, and I'm running that with jumper cables that are connected right here, and it runs up to the battery, which is just mid-boat, and that is a 27 group size. So you're like common, what looks to be like a car battery in size, that's like a 24. So that Fleet Farm battery there, which is a marine RV deep cycle, that's a 27, so it's just a little bit bigger than average. Since I thought I'm probably not going to run 2 batteries because I'm not going to be out all day, but so far for what I've been using it for, this thing works great. You can see we're just putting along here. This is the first little notch on this. Ooh, that log looks like a good fishing spot. So anyways, I haven't done a speed test, but I will go through the gears. So it has 5 forward gears and 3 reverse. So this here is the first gear. And this is good for what I was using it for just moments ago. Just heading down the shoreline and casting in, and it just keeps you putting along at a decent clip. So, okay, so here's the second one. And this is some scummy water, so it does make it a little easier for you guys to see. 3. Or sorry, that was 4. I must have skipped over one of them. And this is full out. This is as fast as it goes. But as you can see from the shore, I mean we're going places. This is much faster than a person could paddle. And for me to troll, I do it at about 3, maybe 4. Just at about this speed, just kind of a nice little troll. And it works wonders for that. So, I was out yesterday and I charged up this battery, and I've been out today. Unfortunately, I forgot to take a reading from a full battery, but yesterday I was out for a couple hours and the battery read 11 point, I think it was 7.8 on my multimeter. So today I've done definitely more. I've went, kind of show you here. The boat landing is way on that side, so I went through this channel, made a loop around the big lake, and now I came back on the smaller lake. Now someone asked, are you able to turn very good? The answer is yeah, I can turn great. My boat has a keel, I believe it's called, down the whole middle, so it does track really well. And when you're turning to your right, it works great because you have nothing but open water. But when you turn to your left, it does kind of push against the boat, the thrust, but you still do turn it. Just you have to kind of turn it a little harder, and it's not as responsive. But I mean, you can bring this boat right sideways. Look at this. So I mean, if you're gonna get into a dock, say this was in reverse, I mean, look at us. We're going completely sideways right now. So definitely an awesome setup if you're looking to get in. I was on the other side of this. This is kind of like a little pointy island. Is that trash? Anyways, I gotta get this trash. I don't know if that's mine or not. I don't think so. But I was on the other side of this point of land, and there's some people there with some bigger boats. And those people are about 100 yards offshore. because there's thick weeds and it gets shallow in some spots. Well, I don't have to worry about that because I can go really shallow with this thing because I can just raise it up if I have to and paddle, and I can get right in there. That's something that those dudes in those big boats can't do. So with that being said, I think this is a sunflower seed thing. With that being said, I'm fishing the... Dang, I can't get over there. With that being said, I'm fishing like the shoreline, if you will, and they're out fishing the rock line. Wow, I cannot get this stupid thing. Well, just go sideways, I guess. That is pepper jack sticks. Yeah, I definitely didn't have those today. We will pick that up because that's wonderful. Here we go. Must have flew out of someone's boat or out of someone's trash can. So regardless, though, that's kind of my gist. And I mean, like, if you're going full bore and you want to turn this thing, I mean, we can get turning pretty good. So it's a really simple setup. If you had a battery charger, you could get into it less than I. But the battery was $85 and the trolling motor was $109. So, $200 if you had a battery charger, $250 if you need a battery charger, and you're in this for a really cheap setup. Now there is some limitations, but overall, you're not going to get point A to point B very fast, but you're going to get there, and you're going to conserve your energy from paddling. Like I was on the other side of the bigger lake here, and I went up this little creek, but it was super weedy. So I just raised the trim, if you will. I just tilted this and started paddling, and that's the great part about it. So, I mean, you're not going to win any speed contests, but it's utterly silent. As I was going earlier this morning when the sun was just coming up and the fish were just kind of sitting near the surface, they would be right here. You'd see the swirls, and you don't really get that effect quite as close. I mean, you could almost have a net and scoop these fish up. That's how silent. I mean, you can just think of how quiet it is. So yeah, that's my take from this. Is I think it was I spent $250 because I got a new battery charger on this whole system, and it's a beautiful setup, and you can fish all day. Now, I don't know if you'd want to do a multi-fishing trip without charging that battery, but you could probably get 3 batteries. Heck, you could put 10 batteries in if your canoe is big enough. But I mean, it's just a different way of doing it, and I honestly think that when I was cruising the shoreline, those people in the big boats, they're like kind of looking like, dang, that's a good idea. So I think that it's good. You can, you don't have to bank fish, and you don't need to buy a $20,000 boat or even a $2,000 boat. Get yourself a used canoe for maybe from a friend or even on Craigslist or Facebook. I see them all the time for only a few $100s. $100, $200, depending on what you want to get. And from there, I mean, you can be in this whole entire investment for less than $500. And you can go fishing every weekend, So, yeah, that's kind of my take from it. Like I said, I haven't done a speed test. I have been meaning to. Maybe I'll get around to it today, but yeah, it's an awesome time. So, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.